Welcome to a special feature from the Phonecast, where we take a look behind the scenes of the mobile phone industry. My name's Ian Graham, and today I'm talking to Faisal Sheikh, who runs the Fone Doctors mobile phone sales and repair business in London. Faisal, welcome back to the Phonecast. How are you, my man?
Grand, Ian. Good to be here.
Good to hear from you after all your tribulations. We might touch on that later on. In the meantime, you have a frontline perspective on the world of the dealer business in mobile, Faisal. Tell me, how was 2011 for your business? How did it go as a year?
It was fun, is one way to put it. Quite challenging in certain areas, but to be honest, we survived. The biggest challenge is to kind of make yourself stand out and not be one of the mill, which I think we do quite a good job on that generally.
Yes.
At the same time, you've got to keep going. You can't let yourself stagnate. And I think we did quite well in that. We developed a trade service for repairs and unlocking. So, we've got close to 450 trade customers now across the UK we fix for,
Right.
which is good. We probably let our connection business slip, but to be honest, it's never been a priority for us.
Was that swap in business intentional, or is that just what happened over the year?
That's been a long-term trend, to be honest. Connections for us has always been a poor relation. We always give priority to our repairs and unlocking business.
Yeah.
But I think we still love connections, but it's like a cousin that you haven't had time for, and you keep meaning to go out and visit them. But
Yes.
Your brothers take priority, basically.
Yes.
Looking after the immediate family first.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the extended family later on.
And I guess the type of business that you do that is more safe than connections, which can be a bit volatile, can't they? Up and down, depending on the networks you're connecting to.
So I think connections, I certainly think it's a good business. I think there's some hate to be made there. But I just think we're just so good at, what we do in terms of repairs and unlocking. We know it so well, and we understand it so well. Maybe they're so good at it, it's probably a bit patting ourselves on our back too much. I'm sure there's something that could be a lot better. But it's what we know, it's what we love, and it's what we enjoy. We do want to kind of visit our connection cousins, but hopefully when the time is right, and we'll do them justice as well.
So do you see it changing in 2012, or do you think you're going to do much of the same? Because that's what your reputation is.
I think we're going to be primarily a repair and unlocking company. I think that's what we're known as. But we've done a lot more on what we call friendly devices, so cousin devices like laptops, game consoles, and so forth. That's been a growing area for us. Doing a lot more on IT now as well. A lot more on bed installs, bed migrations, and so forth.
Yeah.
Looking a fair bit at Office 365. That's something we want to get more into as well. And we're taking on, the odd small IT projects. We've done a lot of work on our in-house system, which we're hoping to kind of build up as part of a white labelable or franchisable model.
Right.
And that's something that we want to do. But I think right now we're just getting some good foundations in place. Sadly, not for connections, but it's something that is out there that we want to get back onto.
Okay, so you are, shall we say, a little bit unique in terms of a dealership, but you must talk to and have conversations with other dealers, mobile dealers. I'm sure you do for all sorts of business reasons. What's the feedback you're getting?
I think what we find generally is the ones who are waiting for things to happen are going to really struggle. It's very challenging to get the business out there. The trick is you've got to differentiate yourself. And I think those who are differentiating themselves are kind of probably benefiting more than some of the others are. Even the connection part of the industry is too big to cover all. And you've got to kind of specialize in certain areas. I'll give you a separate example. We deal with a lot of accessories traders. Accessories in itself is a massive part of the industry. And to think that you can cover all of it, it's foolish, I believe. I get asked for advice. A lot of people who are getting into accessories or getting into, certain aspects of it. Say, how do we go about this? And we always say, make sure you're the best at some of it. Don't try and be okay at all of it. Specialize in certain things and make it what you do better than anyone else. So if it's going to be Bluetooth hands-free kits, make yourself the best at Bluetooth, the most competitive, with the best range. If it's going to be chargers, make yourself the best at that. And I think connections, it's the same kind of thing. Either try and be the best with a couple of networks or best in certain types of packages. But if you try and go gung-ho across the board, you lose focus. And I think perhaps there's certain dealers there who are finding that out now. There's one dealer I know actually, he's more consumer focused, based in Gamfield, who's an expert at T-Mobile, and he doesn't touch anything else. And many people I know are amazed he's still surviving on his own as a one-man band after all these years. But the knowledge he had is immense. I think he's an example to many others out there.
Because he's not trying to please too many masters, I suppose.
Well, I think he knows what he does really well. You know, this is the one thing we do a lot of in our industry. We sell ourselves short. We're not IT professionals, so we don't have kind of formal qualifications after our name. We're not accountants or anything. But the knowledge we have of our own industry is immense. And we don't value it enough. There aren't any formal qualifications for a mobile phone business. You know, it's a new industry, it's a new area. You can't get a degree in, you know, mobile phone knowledge or expertise or anything. And because of that, we don't value the knowledge that we do have. So I bang this all the time to people I speak to, you know, and people say, you know, I've had enough of mobile, I'm going to look at something else. Don't be stupid. You know so much about this, and you need to appreciate the knowledge that you do have and start working it better for your advantage.
But that's why people keep coming back to you, isn't it? Because you have this reputation of being able to make anything work, really.
That's quite an awesome reputation to have, I guess. I don't know how much of it is true, but long may it continue.
Yes, yes.
I think it's something we still enjoy, and I think that's our advantage. We still enjoy mobile.
Yes, yeah.
And I think the minute that goes, the passion goes, then maybe it's time to move on. But for now, we're still enjoying it. We still get excited by it. We're still excited by the innovations which are happening in our industry, and as long as that's there, you know, I think you're in a good grounding.
So you're still enjoying it, you still love the industry, but I understand you're doing it from a slightly different address now, Faisal. Why is that?
Well, we were evicted from that previous premises. Having been there 6 years, it's quite ironic. Network Rail, our old landlords, are turning our old store into a toilet for bus drivers. It's part of the redevelopment project for London Bridge Station. They've got the Shard going up there, London Bridge Quarter going up. And as part of that, Transport for London are redeveloping the station as well. And because we're at the station, they saw our site as an ideal place for bus drivers to spend a penny.
Right.
And the irony is, for 6 years, we had no water supply. And we had to walk 10 minutes to Guy's Hospital to go and take a pee. And now we're going to have some crusty bus drivers taking a piss in an old store. Pardon my French there, by the way.
I was going to ask you how you felt about this, Faisal, but I think I'm getting the opinion.
I think we're taking the proverbial anyway.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. But you've got to laugh at it. I mean, to be honest, we're not too dandy. We miss the old store, especially in the summertime, because the Spanish tourists were quite nice, and we had a great view from the back window.
So, if people want to get in touch with you, Faisal, give us your location and that. Is the phone number still the same and everything?
Still the same number. We still never answer. Still the same details. We've just moved from London Bridge Overground Station just to being next to the Underground Station. So we're hoping the Underground are better than Network Rail.
May I ask you a personal question? Have you got toilets in your new building?
2 toilets, and I still haven't been actually. I need to go in a minute. It's quite handy because we're next to a pub now as well. So before customers used to drop in phones and play foosball on our foosball table, then I drop in phones and go to the pub next door. So I think it's probably quite nice for our clients to have that as an option.
All right, excellent. Well, I'm sure you'll be just as successful there, Faisal. Thank you very much for talking to us. Fabulous to hear from you.
You're all, Ian.
And good luck in the new premises with your toilets.
I'm sure we'll have fun.
All right. Cheers, Faisal. Bye.
Cheers, buddy. Take care.
You've been listening to a special feature from the Phonecast, sponsored by 51degrees.mobi, providing device data and device detection for thousands of companies online. To listen online or to download each broadcast automatically, head for our website, The Phonecast, which is ThePhoneCast.com, where you'll discover an RSS feed, an iTunes link, and a built-in audio player. If you're using a mobile phone, you'll find our mobile website at the same address. It'll automatically identify the handset you're using and will tailor the information to fit the screen. We also produce regular news updates in a separate podcast every Wednesday morning. You'll find this on our website, on the Mobile News website at mobilenewscwp.co.uk, and on the Independent Mobile Phone Dealers Association site at impda.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back next week.